co-promoters in the UFC, but we've always got a done deal with Conor. You know what I mean? When you look at Conor McGregor and his value that he brings, he's incredible. The guy's a global superstar. You know, you can say whatever you want about, his talking and everything. He always backs it up. He will literally fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. So if anybody deserves the money, it's Conor, you know. We've always dealt well together from day one up to today, and we'll get a deal done.
Here with UFC President Dana White ahead of UFC 217 inside Madison Square Garden, and emotions are always running high when it gets to Friday at a weigh-in. It seems particularly high with these top three fights.
Madness, you know. The storyline between the co-main event, you know, combatants, if you will, is second to none. I mean, these guys were former teammates. They hate each other. Both super talented guys, and my pick to be fight of the night.
And then that main event, obviously, George coming back for the first time for 4 years. What kind of sense have you gotten from George after that long layoff?
Yeah, I mean, he seems into it. He's in great shape. He's been off for 4 years, and Bisping's an absolute lunatic this week. I mean, the guy is so hard to control right now. I expect that to be a very good fight, too. And then you want to know, Jacek can't keep her hands off of Rose. It's been a crazy week.
What do you mean it's been hard to control Michael Bisping? What's he doing?
He's an absolute lunatic this week. He's been a terror at the hotel. Every time we do the face-offs, he wants to put his hands on St. Pierre. It's just today he's telling me to get out of his way, and you know he's not going to touch him. I said, you just touched him 3 times. Yeah, you're going to. He's been crazy, man. So I expect these fights to be awesome.
Yeah, is that a good thing or a bad thing that Michael Bisping's so emotional heading into this one?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. You know, St. Pierre has been. You know what? St. Pierre said I made this mistake once. I got this emotional over a fight, you know. So let Bisping get as emotional as he wants, and he's calm, cool, collected. We'll see if it has an effect on the fight tomorrow.
And Joanna, the strawweight champ, you mentioned her. She's about to tie Ronda Rousey's record if she defeats Namajunas on Saturday. Can you put her into context? What does that mean? What is the significance of that?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Ronda is, you know, the best to ever do it, the woman who built, you know, women's mixed martial arts to what it is today. And if she can tie her and then break the record, I mean, it's hard not to call her the greatest ever.
Can you believe it? Money, McGregor and boxing, the split pay-per-view money, likely never seen before. The fight that many thought would never happen, oh, it's happening. Welcome to SportsCenter. I'm Zubin Mehenti, and as they say, save the date. Keep August 26th free for a Saturday night showdown in Las Vegas. Money Mayweather made it official himself on his Instagram page today, posting this just about a half hour ago, 5:31 p.m. Eastern Time, confirming the fight is indeed on. On the other side, Conor McGregor using social media to weigh in himself. He essentially said, "Who's your daddy?" Obviously a play on words there. 4 words. The fight is on. Dana White didn't need 1 word. All he needed to do was flash a smiley face emoji, and anybody that loves boxing, UFC, or sports clearly realizes why. What a moment. And it is a pleasure to be joined by the man that put out that smiley-faced emoji, Dana White. He is the president of UFC, and he joins us tonight here on SportsCenter. First things first, take me through how this all finally came to fruition, Dana.
Well, we've been in negotiations now for a while. And to be honest with you, negotiations went smooth. You know, Floyd is surrounded by some smart people, and we got this thing done. The impossible deal is now done.
Mission Impossible has been reached. One quick particular for a lot of our fans watching. It's going to be in Vegas. What's the venue?
Yeah, it'll be at the T-Mobile Center in Vegas. It'll be at 154 pounds. They'll wear 10-ounce gloves. It'll be in a ring. It's a boxing event. Mayweather Promotions will build the undercard for it, and those are pretty much the basics right now.
What does this mean for UFC?
You know, I don't know what it means for UFC. I've been saying this for a long time. Conor McGregor is a guy who's done a lot of good things over here, you know, for the sport and for this company, and he wanted this, and obviously the fans wanted it too. You know, it's everywhere I go and everything. Just the only question people ask me now is if this fight's going to happen. So, you know, not only for him, but at the end of the day, my job is to make fights that the fans want to see.
They're going to have to come up with another question for you because this one has been answered. Here's one I think you're going to get quite a bit. This is a boxing match, as you mentioned. This is one of the greatest tacticians of any era at 49-0, stepping in the ring against your guy. So you tell me, why does your guy stand a chance?
Yeah, it's funny. I talked to Conor McGregor this morning, and when you talk to this kid, it's fascinating. You know, he is absolutely 100% positive that he wins this fight. And I stopped doubting Conor McGregor a long time ago. When two men step into any, whether it's the ring or the octagon or whatever it is, anything is possible. Floyd Mayweather is 40 years old. He's always had problems with southpaws. Conor McGregor is 27 years old. He is a southpaw. And whenever Conor hits people, they fall. So it's interesting. I'm not saying that Conor McGregor is going to win. I'm not saying that Floyd Mayweather is going to win. But I'll tell you this. The reason Conor McGregor is as big as he is because he will fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. He will go after Floyd Mayweather, and he will try to knock him out.
What are the next 2 months plus going to be like here leading up to this fight?
We dropped.
Dana, you have us here?
It literally went psh,
Dana?
Beep, beep, beep.
Dana, you have us here tonight? Looks like we've lost Dana White. We'll try to get him back here in just a second. So once again, the fight is official. Let's take a look. It's a boxing match after all. The proverbial tail of the tape. Once again, Dana making it official. August 26th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Mayweather, 49-0. This is a boxing fight. McGregor, the light heavyweight champion. We will see what will occur. And the money line, as you would expect, because this is a boxing match and you're talking about one of the greatest pugilists of all time, a heavy money line favorite for Money Mayweather.
And he would eventually, catch him with some shots. He hit him with a lot of shots. He looks fantastic tonight, and I couldn't be more proud of him.
Do you think he's proud of his performance? I know that you were in there speaking with him.
He's not. He's very upset with himself. He feels like that fight was there for the taking, and, he thinks that the fight was stopped early. I was good with the stoppage. He's not a professional boxer. He stepped in there to fight, arguably the greatest of all time, and he looked damn good doing it. I was okay with 10 rounds.
What do you think this message sends to the boxing community? There were people who were saying he's not even going to be able to land a single punch. Floyd is going to knock him out in 1 round. He has no business being in there.
Max Kellerman. Yeah, some of the guys, I haven't had a chance to talk to Max, but I talked to Stephen A. Smith, and he said, wow, okay, I'm impressed. Great fight. And I'm sure that's how everybody feels. Conor McGregor went in tonight and didn't, wasn't the typical Floyd running around. Conor hit him and hit him a lot. Hit him with some big shots, hit him to the body. It was a great showing.
Do you believe that had his cardio kept up, he would have come out victorious in this?
Well, I think if his cardio kept up, it would have went 12 rounds and then it would have gone to the judges' scorecards. I think Showtime had it even going into 10, but the judges did not.
So what is Conor McGregor's future? He said inside the ring he will certainly be back in the UFC. He's somebody who, once he takes a loss, he wants to get right back into competition. So what are you expecting from him?
I don't know. I've been in there with him for a while tonight. We're not talking fighting tonight, so we'll see. I agree with you. He is that guy. That is what he usually does, and we'll see what happens.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. What an event.
Thank you.
Hey.
Conor, when you get into professional boxing, right? And, you guys know you start 4 rounds, you fight 6 rounds. You went 10 rounds tonight with arguably the greatest to ever do it.
When you made McGregor tap out, he's like, yeah, I did. And Floyd is saying, I'm going to finish the job. He should have said, shut your fucking mouth, I'll strangle you too.
And I just think, if Floyd goes UFC, Conor has the advantage. Yes. And if Conor goes traditional boxing, Floyd has the advantage.
Yeah.
Listen, mate, brush up, because you're not up to speed.
And post that everywhere. And then all of a sudden, it would have been like, fuck Floyd. It would have been me and Nate again.
I'm open to discussion. Come at me.
So I'm going to pull your card and see if you're really real. You keep barking, I'm going to see if you're going to bite. So let's make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Pacquiao won the fight. That's another option. Maybe fuck Floyd. Maybe fuck the A side.
He's getting old now. I have the size, I have the reach, I have the height. I have the youth. He needs me. I don't need him.
The thing is this, he's Conor McGregor is not a boss. Because if Conor McGregor was his own boss, the fight would be made by now.
Maybe, let's see, maybe I'll just fight Pacquiao instead.
The thing is this, Conor McGregor is not a boss.
Why not do that? Why not fight Manny and fuck Floyd? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only one in the fight game.